All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Church of Quantism, also known as the Quantism movement. Today we're going to be talking about universal ethics and its origins. You're going to hear me mention universal ethics in almost all the videos that I'm doing. It is our basic rules that we follow and what we teach as well in our belief system. So, what are universal ethics? Universal ethics are a focus on a non-aggression principle which would prohibit any aggression and or the initiation of force or violence against another person. Examples of this aggression would include murder, rape, kidnapping, assault, robbery, theft, and vandalism. These principles would be for everyone, so for all humanity, regardless of their culture, their political standing, their social standing, or economic situation. As I've mentioned before in the past, religion did give us a base for universal ethics. And let's talk about the actual universal ethical teachings that are, ethical teachings that are universal and are the base to almost every law in the world, actually. Number 1, we do not murder. Number 2, we do not kidnap. Number 3, we do not commit theft. Number 4, we do not vandalize. Number 5, we do not rape. Number 6, we do not assault. Number 7, we do not lie. And number 8, we do not commit adultery. So, these words have other versions of them. So let me give you an example. So theft. Theft would include robbery, burglary, thievery, stealing, breaking and entering, larceny, shoplifting, embezzlement, misappropriation, swindling, and fraud. I mention this because there's slang words out there that, are made a lot of times for certain cultures for people to think that it's okay to do these things. Well, we're telling you it's not okay. It's not okay to do these things because they're still wrong. They're still unethical. And that's something that you need to keep in mind. You got to be aware. You got to be logical because people will try fooling you with these things. So, let's talk about the origins. Let's talk about these religious groups. I'm going to go through a list of all the religions and, all the religions that I did research on. The ones that I'm not going to mention, I didn't do any research on. So I'm not going to talk about it because then I would be lying. So we're going to give you some examples of how religion has helped guide people to a more ethical way of life. As I stated earlier, I feel religion has a purpose in guiding people to live better, better, happier, and a more peaceful life. But many times the message is lost because we get fooled by people that want to use this message to control others for unethical reasons. All right, let's start off with Egyptian beliefs. So Egyptians, their main ones. Well, they got 42 actually, but we're going to go through most of them here. Do not kill, nor bid anyone kill. Do not commit adultery or rape. Do not avenge thyself, nor burden with rage. Do not cause terror. Do not assault anyone, nor cause anyone pain. Do not cause misery. Do not harm. Do not commit any harm to a man or to animals. Do not cause the shedding of tears. Do not wrong the people nor bear them any evil intent. Do not steal nor take that which does not belong to you. Do not take more than your fair share of food. Do not damage the crops, the fields, or the trees. Do not deprive anyone of their that is rightfully theirs. Do not bear false witness nor support false allegations. Do not lie. Don't speak falsely to hurt another. Do not use fury words nor store up any strife. Do not speak or act deceitfully to hurt another person. Do not speak scornfully against others. Do not eavesdrop. Do not ignore the truth or words of righteousness. Do not judge anyone hastily or harshly. Do not disrespect sacred places. Do not cause wrong to be done to any workers or prisoners. Do not be angry without good reason. Do not hinder the flow of running water. Do not waste the running water. Do not pollute the water or the land. Do not give excessive offerings, nor less than what is due. Do not convey thy neighbor's goods. Do not steal from nor disrespect the dead. Do not interfere with sacred rites. Do not slaughter with evil intent any sacred animals. Do not act with guile or insolence. Do not be unduly proud nor act with arrogance. Do not magnify your condition beyond what is appropriate. Do not do less than your daily obligations required. Obey the law and commit no treason. Now, Buddhist beliefs. I undertake the training rule to abstain from killing. I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking what is not given. I undertake the rule to abstain from sensual misconduct. I undertake the training rule to abstain from false speech. I undertake the training rule to abstain from alcoholic drinks, which are the basis for headlessness. Elimination of ignorance and craving. Karma, good deeds or bad actions produce a seed in which the mind that come to fruition in this life or the next life. Having the right view, the right intent, the right speech, the right action, the right livelihood, the right effort, the right mindfulness, the right concentration. View reality as it is by speaking the truth, speaking in a non-hurtful way, acting in a non-harmful way, non-harmful livelihood, making an effort to improve, awareness to see things for what they are, with clear consciousness, be aware of the present reality in oneself without craving or aversion. Christian beliefs. Avoid fornication, avoid bloodshed, avoid blasphemy or ideology. Honor your father and mother. Don't kill. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Do not covet thy neighbor's wife, house, servants, animals, or anything else. Jewish beliefs. Kindness to the needy. Benevolence. Compassion for the suffering. Peace and loving disposition. Truly humble and contrite. Civic loyalty. Urge as a duty. Peace and righteousness. What is hateful to you, do not do unto others. Learn to do good. Honor your father and mother. Do not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Do not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, wife, servants, animals, or anything else. Islam beliefs. Kind, honorable, and humble to one's parents. Be neither miserly nor wasteful in one's expenditures. Do not engage in killing for fear of starvation, mercy killing. Do not commit adultery. Care for orphan children. Be honest and fair in one's interactions. Do not be arrogant in one's claims or beliefs. Hinduism. Their beliefs, they believe in karma, action, intent, and consequences. They also believe in dharma, ethics, duties, and righteousness. Chinese folk beliefs, they believe in karma, retribution, action through non-action, naturalness, simplicity, spontaneity, detachment from desires. There is no intentional or deliberate action. Taoism, they believe in living in harmony. Shinto beliefs, they believe in cleansing of impurities, wrongdoings, and wrong deeds. Purification of impurity is done daily, weekly, seasonal, lunar, and annual. Sikhism. Sikhism believes, they believe in unity and equality of all humankind. Selfless service, social justice, honest conduct and livelihood, charitable work which enables the devotee to kill the ego. So, physical service, mental service, passion of knowledge, and material service. They believe in a balance of work, worship, and charity. They defend the rights of all human beings. Optimistic, resilience, view of life. The Korean shamanism, they believe in health, peace, and spiritual well-being. Quantumism, they believe in moral viewpoint of duties to themselves, their families, their society, and towards humanity. Renouncing of honors, riches, and luxury in harmony with all other religions. Shamanism. The shamanism, they follow a shaman whose job is really to guide people to a better life through the visions that the shaman has. The shaman is seen as a healer of both spirit and body. So the shaman's kind of like a mentor to try to have them live better lives. Haitian Vodou teach against dishonor and greed. It's important to be giving to the community and to the poor. Wakantanka. I'm sorry, apologize for that. Wakantanka. So, in their belief system, everything has a sacredness that resides in it. So everything has to be treated with respect. Spiritism, the natural method of this perfection process is reincarnation, through which the spirit faces countless different situations, problems, and obstacles, and needs to be learned how to deal with them. They actually follow ethic teachings of Jesus, Paul the Apostle, Buddha, and Gandhi. Confucianism. So there's the Ren, that refers to altruism in humanity. The Yi, that refers to righteousness. The Li refers to good conduct. The Zing, that refers to knowledge. The Zing, which means loyalty. Baha'i faith beliefs. Unity of all humankind, unity in diversity, unity of religions, being of service to humanity. Jainism. What they believe is conquering anger by forgiveness, pride by humility, deceitfulness by straightforwardness, greed by commitment, nonviolence and self-control. Taoism. They believe in peace, moral virtue, principles of good, and justice. And I apologize for this one. Haoism. I know I mispronounced that. I apologize. So, Taoism is, they believe in to save mankind from suffering. Tenrism believe in charity, abstination of greed, selfishness, hatred, anger, and arrogance. Negative tendencies know as dust that can be swept out from the mind. Constructive attitude towards troubles, illness, difficulties without placing judgment on past events. And here's another one. Zoroastrianism. Their belief systems is good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Active participation in life through good deeds is necessary to ensure happiness and to keep chaos at bay. Trincoyu beliefs is charity and abstination from greed, selfishness, hatred, anger, and arrogance. To abstain. So charity and also to abstain from greed, selfishness, hatred, anger, and arrogance. Unitarian universalism beliefs the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Justice, equality, and compassion in human relations. Acceptance in one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations. A free and responsible search for truth and meaning. The right of conscience and the use of the democratic process within our congregation and in society at large. The goal of word community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Respect for the independent web of all existence of which we are part. And no, they're not talking about the internet, the web. They're saying like a web, like a spider web. That's what they're talking about. Native American beliefs. They believe that we need to be tolerant of those who are lost on their path. Ignorance, conceit, anger, jealousy, and greed stem from a lost soul. Pray that they find guidance. Do not take what's not yours, whether from a person, a community, the wilderness, or from a culture. It was not earned nor given, then it is not yours. Respect all things that are placed upon this earth, whether it be people or plant. Never speak to others in a bad way. The negative energy that you put out in the universe will multiply when it returns to you. All persons make mistakes, and all mistakes can be forgiven. Children are the seeds of our future. Plant love in their hearts and water them with wisdom and life lessons. When they are grown, give them space to grow. Avoid hurting the hearts of others. The poison of your pain will return to you. Be truthful at all times. Honesty is the test of one's will within the universe. Respect the privacy and personal space of others. Do not touch the personal property of others, especially sacred and righteous objects. This is forbidden. Then there's the Declaration towards Global Ethics, the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you want done to yourself. The Four Principles, commitment to culture on nonviolence and respect for life, commitment to a culture of solidarity and a just economic order, commitment to a culture of tolerance and a life of truthfulness, commitment to a culture of equal rights and partnership between men and women. Basic theories and concepts in relation to these ethics. There are those that feel that ethical behavior is something that we are born with. We should understand ethics as we understand what tastes good. When dealing with something, we should understand if it is wrong or right. There are others that believe that a higher being tells us when we are doing something wrong. feelings of self-approval when we do something correct, and self-disapproval when we do something that is wrong. Conscience is inborn, and that is what gives us the feeling of what is right and wrong. So, as far as the basic theories and concepts, there are some that I do disagree, that we are somehow born to know what is right and wrong. I see it as a learned concept. The reason I say that is that throughout my life I have met people that have very unethical ways of thinking, and they feel that it is the right thing to do. For many, it is okay to hurt others or to defend honor because of a misspoken word or something else that was impolite, nonsense in every part of that concept. Forgive and forget is more ethical instead of revenge, as some of the other religions have said. Doing a good deed to gain something is not a good deed. If you are hoping for karma or passage to a heaven, then the deed was selfish. Do good for the sake of doing good and nothing else. I end with that, and I hope you saw how important religion has been in our growth as humans, in our humanity. We wanted to thank you for taking the time to listen and to watch this video. I wish you all the best. God bless you all.